IPAs on Fridays and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
League One Volleyball is bringing the action to Omaha with Omaha's first serve on January 24th at 7 p.m. Central Time at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Witness history in the making as Love Omaha Volleyball takes on Love Madison in the team's inaugural home match. Be there to watch Olympic teammates Jordan Larson and Lauren Carlini go head-to-head in a battle of the world's best. Visit lovoma.com for tickets starting at $31. Volleyball is the next major league.
The McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Sunday, Man City plays Leicester City at 8:30 a.m., followed by Fulham playing Bournemouth at 9 a.m. On Monday, Ipswich Town will take on Chelsea at 1:45 p.m. Then to cap off the Monday action, Man United will play Newcastle at 2 p.m. You can catch all these matches and more at the McKinney's Irish Pub, your headquarters in Lincoln for English Premier League soccer at A&P.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The song says, look into my eyes. What do you see? It is Living Color. Yeah, some will call it the CM Punk theme song from WWE. But that is Living Color. One of the great albums ever. If you don't know it, just type in Living Color album, and the first thing that pops up, and it is an absolute jam. Absolute jam. It is one-on-one. Character is going to enjoy some family time this week. Simplicity in what we do. 402-464-5685. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit us up. Hit me with a what's up. You know what? Let's go old school with this thing. Hit me with a what's up. And then we'll get into the conversation. Sartor Heyman text line, you're wide open. Several things that I'm going to engage you with that I need your response to. And so we're going to do that. Bach and I will man the next hour and go through several things that I want to talk about. You know, Bach's a wrestling dude, so he understands when I say, let me talk to you.
There you go.
Let me talk to you. and to sidebar that one, if you walk into a new town, you pull a Cody Rhodes and you say, hey, Lincoln, what do you want to talk about?
Do you like that? I always find that sometimes it doesn't get the biggest reaction. Just kind of.
Well, people are weird that way about what they respond to or don't respond to. The call and response aspect of it, people find, they sink their teeth into the thing that resonates to them best at that moment. But it was the Mick Foley thing. We're having a great time and it's great to be here, right in sunny downtown Lincoln, Nebraska, and everybody will pop and everything.
Just mention the city you're in and they'll go crazy.
Right, like it's finally, there you go. One-on-one is back in Lincoln, Nebraska. There's so much juice to it that it's always worth the squeeze, and it doesn't really matter what you're doing in the system. We got to debut it yesterday, and it's the first of several. But in the system we got the little snippet from Kurt Angle.
Oh, gold!
Right? Is it gold? Let's go ahead. Do you have it? Do you have access?
Let me pull it up here to see.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to have that, and we've got some really cool ones coming. Bach, I got one for Nuclear Heat, and I'm not even going to tell you. It's just gonna play in one of your not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So the first Sunday in January, it's just going to show up, and I like it's just going to show up.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Right, all right. Like it's the yeah. Which wrestler was the best at doing the cheap pop? I always, it's The Rock. Like pretty much, if you ask the question, who did the best promo at anything, The Rock's in the conversation. The Rock's in the conversation. Mick Foley, because of Rock and Sock, they kind of got into it, and Foley would steal some of the Rock persona. But I always thought from a cheap pop standpoint, and then the other part was that Daniel Bryan, really went off the hook with the cheap pop. What's up, 7745? We got to get a name on there. You guys, stop being anonymous now. We're friends. We're family. You're more than a number. You're more than a number. Downtown Scott, what's up, man? Wow, we got some smart people on it. Bill and Bennett, why are you putting that out there for the universe, man? Behave yourself. We're not trying to do that stuff out there. That's a little bit too much. Fake IDs and whatnot. Yep, it's Cubsker, you're right. We're gonna have some fun today. Here's what I want to know. Well, Sipple's number one fan says, DP, if you're talking greatest promos, you got to go with Paul Heyman. No. Because, and then promo in air quotes, if you're talking about in-ring ad-lib, if you're talking about cutting a promo, a wrestling promo in the old days of cut the promo, come out and sell the next event, the next time for you to buy a ticket. I don't think there's anybody better than Flair. I just don't think there's anybody better than Flair. I don't think many people, and in that era of it, because Flair was so good, Terry Funk was exceptional. Dusty Rhodes was exceptional. Harley Race they elevated Harley Race from every guy to one of the great cutters ever. Macho, even if we didn't quite know where Macho was going, and then Ultimate Warrior was much CTV. We still don't know what Ultimate Warrior was talking about. Like, we still don't know.
There's a Scott Steiner math promo. I mean,
right,
I don't know if that's consistent, but
that's legendary. The 33% based on the 50%, based on the 25%, based like listen, and Big Papa Pump falls into that category. Not Scott Steiner, but Big Papa Pump. And there's a difference. There he is. We see you, brother. We see you. And you walk by Big Papa Pump. And that's like saying that Mankind and Dude Love cut the same sort of promos. No, sir. Mankind was his own level. Mick Foley could never achieve that as Mick Foley, and he could never achieve that as Dude Love. But my goodness gracious, Mankind put some word salads together. Like he really fed you. DMX, Road Dogg, and
DX, yeah,
right. But Road Dogg, the New Age Outlaws, is game-changing promo, like just new level. Stone Cold to take 316 and rewrap it, rebrand it, re-identify it, and give it a whole new level of power is just exceptional business. Right. So, but this is why, like in the microphone game, having your thing, that's a lie. It really is call and response. And so the fist bump, I get more fist bumps in Lincoln than everybody else combined. Because when I got on, I used to say, hey man, you see me in public, come say, hey DP, what's up? And give me a fist bump. Like, give me that. And y'all have been exceptional, right? Exceptional. Well, and then here's the thing with Mankind, remember that you have to cut that in half because Cactus Jack is also elite in the promo business, right? That you go, wow, This was amazing. Underrated. We don't talk about him enough. Superstar Billy Graham was the coolest white dude ever until Flair came along. Until Dusty came along. Like, early Dusty was a cowboy. He was an outlaw. And then Dusty went way cool because Billy Graham was out here talking about being from Paradise, Arizona. and remember, Hulk Hogan owes residual checks to Billy Graham, to Superstar Billy Graham, because flexing python, when I wrap these pythons around you, that was Superstar Billy Graham before it was Hulk Hogan, right? The whole look, the slick back blonde hair, super jacked up figure, came out in the tights and the boots, and he was going to listen, I'm going to lay it down there, come down there. He would steal from Muhammad Ali, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour. And then everybody went behind him to tell the tale. And then Jesse the Body Ventura. Like, Jesse was a bad dude, man. Like, you talk about it, like a real Ranger. Like let's not bury the lead that dude. So again, Austin has figured this out. When I get one-on-ones and I get free time, we will go down any rabbit hole and never come out. Especially with Bach. Of course, Bach and I are going to have wrestling talk. Yeah, Bray Wyatt was an exceptional storyteller. And I wish that his brother had some of that in him. Like, I want that for him. I want for his little brother to find his niche when it comes to the microphone. Not everybody has it.
No. Bray Wyatt was so good at it that was his thing. Like, they just throw him out in the middle of the ring. So that's what you're going to do for the week. And it almost hurt some of his like momentum at times because he was so good at it that they relied on it so much that's what they threw out there.
Right. Like, it was interesting to see. And it's the CM Punk factor that they are more promo than performance. There's no way to match. Bray Wyatt to me, he's a much better in-ring wrestler than CM Punk. But they both lost some juice because they were so good on the microphone. A guy that, if he had been good on the microphone, Tony Atlas, if he had been good on the microphone, would have stood toe-to-toe with Hulk and Superstar Billy Graham. Tony didn't have a thing. Junkyard Dog figured out his thing, right? Every dog needs a bone to chew on. And everybody went, we're like, to know your thing and to know your space. It's there. Don's legit. Don was always, I don't know if he shows up during Nuclear Heat, but Don's a great texter. And that best manager to cut promos, Heenan, Heyman, or Cornette. I'm old school in this. That Lou Albano, Fred Blassie, did it. Blassie was the first to identify that, listen, if I name call the fans, I got to pop. And so him pulling out Pencil Neck Geek. How are you pencil neck geeks out there? And everybody said, I'll fight you. Yeah, sure. Like, okay, fine. Okay. And Lou Albano was so on fire that Cyndi Lauper grabbed him and changed pro wrestling. There's no other manager that you can say that about. Like at the real split in the road of pro wrestling become nationalized and normalized was Lou Albano. Because he's in the Girls Just Want to Have Fun video. And everybody's like, what's Lou Albano doing in Cyndi Lauper's video? Right? So you go, okay. Precious Paul Ellery was, listen, the Legion of Doom, they weren't, while they were exceptional communicators, they were they were afraid of what the Road Warriors were going to say. Like, it depends on what chemical imbalance they had going that day that you didn't want Hawk and Animal giving you just ad-libbing. There were some things that they would say that, quite frankly, still exist on the internet that people just go, wow, how did that get by the censors? Paul Ellering is amazing. Cornette, I love Cornette because Cornette is the guy that doesn't belong. In pro wrestling upper echelon, Jim Cornette, to make nerds cool, like he made not being cool. I mean, this dude was wearing a pink blazer and walking with a tennis racket, right? And here's the thing. He was so good. His teams were never that great when it came to, but he made them, right? And then a guy that was willing to sell and give his body to blow out his knee falling from the rafters, right? You go, okay, that's pretty good. Heenan was great. Heyman, in this space, Heyman's necessary because you bought into Brock Lesnar, and who's not a talker. Brock Lesnar doesn't sound like he looks. He doesn't care enough to, his persona is not having a persona. Like that's why he gets paid. There's a mystique behind Brock Lesnar. And the 2 times that he broke character are his 2 most famous. One, when R-Truth got him, right? R-Truth got him, which is still like, R-Truth. And let's give a full shout out to R-Truth while we're at it. When we talk about promo and being on the microphone, there's 2 people that I enjoy the most in wrestling right now. R-Truth, because he's just pure comedy. And Tony Storm. Like, Tony Storm's just the best, and everybody else is just making a bid. But R-Truth, what he does, exceptional. He broke Brock Lesnar. And then, who was it that tried to get Lesnar to dance or rap? And it was just pretty funny in that. So, yeah, Jaron, we saw you, bro. We appreciate you waving in the window and getting it done. Goldust was exceptional. Yeah, you're good. You're right. The Rhodes, the entire Rhodes family. The entire Rhodes family. Right? Josh, you got to tell me who you 9716, tell me who you meant. Oh, Macho. I'm a Macho fan because that was more personality. And he gave you catchphrases, but Macho never said anything. Think about that. Like, he would take some trip around around his mental universe, and then he would finish with "dig it," and everybody was like, "That was exceptional." Like, no, I don't know. I don't remember anything. Booker T, yeah, Booker T has done a lot. Steven, you just hit a home run. Steven, I tell you what I'm gonna we have some cake from Beatrice Bakery. Your text is so good. Steven just typed 2 words, and he typed a name. And when you talk about underrated on the microphone, Gary Hart, who was a manager back in the day, mainly in the World Championship Wrestling AWA lexicon of it. And Gary Hart was a maestro. Dignified and genius. So we're gonna, if you're in the area, there's a cake, Beatrice Bakery, strawberry daiquiri cake waiting for you. I'd love that. Sergeant Slaughter was really good because he really kind of carried that thing. He sold the bit. So it's there. I loved Heenan because I'm old enough to remember Heenan and Blassie and other when they were wrestling. Like I caught them at the end of their careers where they were still kind of tough, right? These were, ball up the fist knuckle guys, and then into talking. Because in the space that they were working in, they didn't talk. They weren't even on the microphones. So imagine in the silent ages of wrestling, and then having these oral geniuses and not using them. Like it's pretty cool. Ted DiBiase was such a great storyteller, and the fact that he sold for everybody. DiBiase sold for everybody. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it says stop. Yeah, Steven, stop by the station. It'll be waiting for you. Yeah, it's good. NWO era Sting. Beach bodybuilder Sting. Not Phantom Sting, not late Mystique Sting. And then John and Cortland, we'll go to break on this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Roddy Piper on the microphone is on the Mount Rushmore of those that can talk. We'll throw the break. Come back. More one-on-one here at 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
If you're sick of catering from the same places every month, it's time to switch things up. Mulberry Barbecue is perfect for business lunches and dinners, family gatherings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, and so much more. Delivery and full service options are available, and they can cater for anything from 10 people to 500 people. Call them at 402-937-7114 to look at their menu options and get your catering booked today. Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
The McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Sunday, Man City plays Leicester City at 8:30 a.m., followed by Fulham playing Bournemouth at 9 a.m. On Monday, Ipswich Town will take on Chelsea at 1:45 p.m. Then to cap off the Monday action, Man United will play Newcastle at 2 p.m. You can catch all these matches and more at the McKinney's Irish Pub, your headquarters in Lincoln for English Premier League soccer at A&P.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall at Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys, you'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Start your New Year's Eve celebrations with the Lincoln Stars when they host the Omaha Lancers on Tuesday, December 31st at the Icebox. The puck drops at 6:05 for our first home rivalry matchup of the season, giving you plenty of time to cheer on the Stars before ringing in the new year. You can purchase single game tickets or a rivalry package to secure seats for 3 home matchups with Omaha now at LincolnStars.com.
Every home is different. Every family is different. So when it comes to a new heating and cooling system, why not get what fits you best? Get the perfect fit with Bryant. Maybe you need higher efficiency, better humidity control, increased warranty, or all the bells and whistles. Bryant provides options in warranty, brand, comfort, and efficiency while maximizing savings. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. You're listening to One on One with DP. Sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
One-on-one, 93.7 The Ticket. Again, we thank you folks for being active on the Sartor Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. We know y'all love it. Like, we know y'all love wrestling. Like, we know that. I know that if I turn on the microphone and start talking wrestling, that there's a bunch of people that are going to come running. And we appreciate it. Double A, I will not stand in your way with Nick Bockwinkel. The most dignified. He and Paul Ellering were the 2 of the most dignified. And the original Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Remember that guy? Snobby Hunter Hearst Helmsley?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I'm only mad that Triple H was not a part of the Brood.
That would have been pretty cool.
Like, he would have fit in.
Yeah,
he would have fit in wonderfully. We don't talk about the guy who led the Brood.
Edge?
No,
it's the Brood, yeah. What?
So Edge and Christian were the Brood, but there was a guy who led them, who had the golden shallot, whatever you, what do you call the cup, the golden cup, and he would drink wine out of it and say it was blood, and then they had the
Gangrel.
Gangrel, yes. Gangrel is the one, right? Pretty amazing, right?
And as much as I hate to admit it, Super Cena. John Cena deserves to be in the conversation.
Early Cena was as good as, like, Thugonomics was next level. Right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, seriously. Like, he would come out, and even when he was kind of heel Cena, really kind of laying it down on the mic. So with that being said, Chalice is what thank you, kind sir. Thank you, Barry Thompson. I can always count on the Washington and Lee University grad to get me straight. Bach, what's your Mount Rushmore of promo cutters, folks on the mic, and you can define it whatever way you want.
Yeah, I'd probably go with. I think you start with The Rock. Maybe start with The Rock. Maybe start with Ric Flair. I think those are 1A, 1B. As I mentioned, I think Cena could probably be in there. for my like, non-wrestlers, Paul Heyman would be up there. Like I watch more of him than a lot of the other great managers. So that's probably where I'd go.
Okay. That is a Mount Rushmore. And for the text line, if you give us 4 of your favorite people on the microphone, for the best one, I've got a strawberry daiquiri cake from Beatrice Bakery. We're going to give away some smiles in this next half hour. So just so you know, just type in your 4 and we'll pick one of those and we will give you, you know what? Give away a strawberry daiquiri and then we'll give away a chocolate raspberry cake. I'll hold it up for the camera. It's the chocolate raspberry rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Oh, sir. Feeling special. Cubs, need a Thugonomics run in 2025. I would imagine that happens in his farewell tour.
Yeah, at least one.
Does he get the Intercontinental title in his final run? Has he ever won it?
Is he not? He's not a Grand Slammer?
I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Huh. I would be perfectly okay with that. Jim Duggan had one of the great phrases. I'm not sure I ever thought of Duggan as a great promo. Bam Bam Bigelow, I never understood. Like the New York side of him would come out, and sometimes you just go, "What did he like?" He felt it, like he like he said what he said. And never really knowing what he said. So
I know one that's up there that I know you don't think is as great as maybe a lot of people say, which is Chris Jericho, Y2J.
Jericho is he's such a good performer. That and his catchphrases. I mean, listen, you made the list. Like there's certain things that are said and you know where it came from and you know what the person was thinking about. Like you go to the moment. Edge, underrated. Can I say Edge and Kristen underrated? Coming up with my peeps. My peeps, what did they call the photography moment? When they would just turn to the camera and pose and they would just hold it. Well, yeah, dog and yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, the Moondogs. Is that the first Moondog mentioned on this station? Have you ever mentioned the Rex and King, the Moondogs?
I have not.
Oh man. Yeah, Okay, so Bach, here we go. Down the rabbit hole we go. Basic, what we need tag teams that were known but not overknown. Because the Moondogs is the great. Oh, Don. See, this is why Don's the best. Don comes through 5 seconds of awesomeness. Yeah. Like, and they would just they would hold the pose, and that's amazing. IQ Crew, that you just hit a home run. The Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers. What was the not the Rougeaus, and the Rougeaus fit this conversation. The Rougeau brothers, but were they the Quebecers?
I think I've heard of that.
One that like there was the All-American tag team because that was Dusty and Magnum TA, and that's a name that we don't say enough in wrestling talk. Magnum TA, Magnum Terry Allen would have been in the superstar category had he not had the accident. Because Magnum Terry Allen was on the top level of like it was him and Dusty. Him and Dusty against the Koloffs. Him and Dusty against the Road Warriors. Him and Dusty against the Horsemen. And then he had the accident. Magnum TA was actually set up to become the world champion. That's how good like he had, and easily the greatest mullet in all of pro wrestling history. matched 1 and 2. Oh, that's so good, Kurt. That is so good. The match, so remember, and they had Superstars 1 and 2, and then they had Mr. Wrestling 1 and Mr. Wrestling 2. And I never, Buck, I never understood. Like, I was like, okay, so what's the difference? Because they would talk about Tim Woods as wrestling, and I was like, okay, is that Wrestling 1? Is that the same guy? Is 2? It's kind of like The Godfather, that maybe Wrestling 2 was better than Wrestling 1. Like, I'm not real sure, so I need somebody. This is one you have to ask Farley, because that was Georgia Championship Wrestling. Oh yeah, that's certainly in his lane. That's you guys are good. You guys are really good. The Dudley Boys, yeah. I mean, the Natural Disasters. Oh, so John, what's the big guy? So it was Earthquake and Hurricane.
Don says Earthquake and Typhoon.
Typhoon. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's so good. That's so good. The Killer Bees, which in this area, so Bach, I'll ask you this, because in the Midwest, I know what it was in the coast, but in the middle of the country, was this AWA country?
I'm not sure. I was by the time I got around to it, it was WCW.
Because I would imagine that Bockwinkel, the Freebirds is on the Mount Rushmore of tag teams. Because everything that's done, the extended 3-man tag grew, maybe the first really known entrance song, theme song. Like, wasn't Skinnerd, like, not everybody was doing that. Not everybody was doing the entrance. But you knew in Georgia Championship Wrestling, when you heard Skinnerd, that the Freebirds were coming. And then they went into studio, because they got so hot, they went in the studio and recorded Bad Street USA. And then they were from Bad Street. Do you remember that song, Bach?
I'd have to look this up.
Oh, Bach. Yes, go to YouTube. That's one that you could play. Like, Michael P.S. Hayes, Purely Sexy. Michael P.S. Hayes, which is fantastic. They went into studio, and this is the first time that I can recall it happening. Maybe the WWF did it before them, but I don't remember it. But I just remember them having a video of them. And if you want to just tickle yourself laughing, imagine Terry Gordy and Buddy Rogers in the studio doing like a backup video, dancer video. Exceptional. So Bad Street, the Nasty Boys, Knobs and Skaggs. Is that the Nasty Boys? The Vern Gagne days. Yeah. So it was Vern Gagne. So I would think that in this area of the country, that Vern Gagne, Nick Bockwinkel, DiBiase early, pre-WWF Hulk Hogan. Bach, do you remember Hulk Hogan's name before he was Hulk Hogan? I'm gonna give away a chocolate cake to the first person that can tell me what Hulk Hogan's name was prior to it being the Incredible Hulk Hogan. Terry Boulder is his real name. That was the real name. But what he used in the ring, Double A, you were close. You were close. You were so close. No, it wasn't Aztec. It wasn't. The AWA with Baron von Raschke, of course. And I'm trying to get him for your show, by the way. He's still doing some promo stuff for the documentary they just did on him. No, Hollywood was after Hogan. Hollywood was after. Do you remember the legendary Sterling Golden? Yeah, there he is. Somebody got it. There we go. 5162 got it. There's a cake waiting for you. Sterling Golden. He would come. He had the hair on his stomach and his chest shaved into like an atomic bomb. So it was so it was thin at his navel and then expanded up, and then it blossomed into his chest hair, but it was shaved. And he came out and he had this cape, and he always had the two strings of the cape hanging down in front of him. Sterling Golden.
I gotta look up a Sterling Golden.
Sterling Golden. Yeah, it was just a thing back in. That's some of my favorite stuff, is that when you get into, man, Super Destroyer, they're 1 and 2. Willie is so good that in a difficult day, watching the Rocky versus Thunderlips, just the intros from the movie, just the intro, like with the part when Thunderlips was coming to the ring and they're introducing, and Rocky looks at his trainer and he goes, "How much do you think that guy eats?" And about 212 pounds. And he goes, "Weighing in at 212 pounds, Rocky Balboa." And yes, yes. That's it. Oh, that's the instrumental.
Yeah, this is to go to break.
Is that the video?
I don't know.
You need to find it. Okay, so we're gonna on the break.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to find the introduction from Rocky for Thunderlips and Bad Street USA. DP Bach 1-on-1. We'll be right back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: fog and drizzle expected throughout the day. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high around 47. Tonight, mainly clear, but patchy fog possible, low near 30. And tomorrow, patchy fog in the morning and mainly sunny for the afternoon. We'll see a high around 52. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
League One Volleyball is bringing the action to Omaha with Omaha's first serve on January 24th at 7 p.m. Central Time at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Witness history in the making as Love Omaha Volleyball takes on Love Madison in the team's inaugural home match. Be there to watch Olympic teammates Jordan Larson and Lauren Carlini go head-to-head in a battle of the world's best. Visit LOVBOMA.com for tickets starting at $31. Volleyball is the next major league.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up.
Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Start your New Year's Eve celebrations with the Lincoln Stars when they host the Omaha Lancers on Tuesday, December 31st at the Icebox. The puck drops at 6:05 for our first home rivalry matchup of the season, giving you plenty of time to cheer on the Stars before ringing in the new year. You can purchase single game tickets or a rivalry package to secure seats for 3 home matchups with Omaha now at LincolnStars.com.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
The McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Sunday, Man City plays Leicester City at 8:30 a.m., followed by Fulham playing Bournemouth at 9 a.m. On Monday, Ipswich Town will take on Chelsea at 1:45 p.m. Then to cap off the Monday action, Man United will play Newcastle at 2 p.m. You can catch all these matches and more at the McKinney's Irish Pub, your headquarters in Lincoln for English Premier League soccer at A&P.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Little new edition. BBD. Get it. Get it. Bob, can you dance?
Not really.
Oh, man, we got to work on that. The name of the song is Word to the Mother. It's one of those songs that if I hear it at the club, yeah, I'm the dude in the middle of the floor. Like they're literally straight to the middle of the floor to get it done. I want to give away a smile. And you have the choice between you can have fruit cake, you can have strawberry, chocolate raspberry rum cake, or the strawberry daiquiri. Brought to you by the folks Beatrice Bakery. It's a smile. Listen, even if it's not for you, if you want to make somebody else smile, you can put yourself in for this, right? For this. And if you, by simply saying, hey, DP, I want to make somebody smile today, and tell me who it is. Tell me who it is. And we will make sure that there's a cake here for them here at the Ticket. All you have to do is stop by and get it to do so. Simple deal. And hey, even if it's, you know what? I've had a really good day and I'd like some cake. I'm good with that. As a matter of fact, Bach, I'm going to flip the script. I was going to do the best. But give me the first one that says they want to make somebody else smile, but then I'll take 4 more that just want to make somebody else smile today. Like it can be your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, child, coworker, boss, whatever it is, neighbor. Cake for my neighbor. Cake for a friend. Cake for my family. So we'll take the first 5 on the Starter Heyman text line. All you do is text in. And be able to come and be able to get by the station and pick it up before end of season. So end of year, which is tomorrow. Currently the plan for tomorrow is that we will have all the regular programming from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. And then depending on the talent and what folks want to do, but I want to give people the freedom to just enjoy your New Year's Eve. We will be on national programming Wednesday on the 1st, but here's what that just means there's football. There's going to be 3 football games on New Year's Day. 6279, give your name to Bach in the text line so that he can do that. Greatly appreciate. That's number 1. Greatly appreciate that. 2398, same rules apply. Give your name so that Bach can put you on a piece of paper and make sure you just come in and say what kind of cake you want. Right? Kurt in Kentucky, Hey, bro, we can do that for you. We can do that for you. I will put into play this thing because I want to understand. I want to just kind of clarify some things. 2024 has been exceptional for the station, for the people at the station, and otherwise. Our business partners, our sponsors, our listeners. The ticket's growth and its ability to bring programming on a 18-hour a day basis. And I'm not going to be humble when I say I'm proud of the fact that we put on 18 hours of programming. There are folks that talk about being local and talk about being Nebraska first and talk about being sports, the sports hubs, but no, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, we line up and we put in love for you. And we appreciate the fact that you show up for us, that you're out here on the text line, you're out at ball games. I know I'll see a ton of you folks and get fist bumps tonight at the Husker home game against Southern, 8 o'clock PBA. I got a bunch of fist bumps when I was in Hawaii watching the Huskers win the Diamond Head Basketball Classic. Listeners from all over the country, families from all over the country, because we forget sometimes that these student athletes are away from home. A lot of them away from home. And the best way for them to keep track of what's going on with their young people is through the ticket. And they can jump online and they get access. And we had a situation Saturday where, we went to an NFL broadcast after the Husker game during the post game, and I made a point that we had made so many different ways and given so many different accesses to how you can listen to the ticket. We had booked and made the contractual agreement with the NFL to run that game back in August, and quite frankly, the last 4 years, the first 4 years I was here, we never had a conflict when it came to Husker post-game coverage. So there are several ways for you to consume what we do. The app, it always works. The streaming always works. YouTube, Facebook, X. There's so many ways. And then, oh, by the way, Allo Channel 961 is always local for us. We're never streaming the NFL on Allo Channel 961. And shout out to Brad Moline and the folks from Allo Fiber for allowing us to bring you content that way. Pretty exceptional stuff. So I'm thrilled. And I say this to Bach. I said it earlier, but I appreciate Bach because Bach, when I first walked into the ticket, I can imagine all of the different thoughts in his head. Like, what is going on?
I think you were the first. I think like for some reason I think it's like early break or something. I was subbing in on, and you just got hired, and then like it's like the first day. It was like the first time you were on air. I think it was with me.
Yeah, and it just went. I just said that I thought there was an opportunity that the ticket could be bigger, greater, and it wasn't to say it wasn't great. I'm just saying there's more. I thought there was more, and I can tell you that in 2025, which starts Monday for us, that in 2025, the ticket will get bigger, stronger, better. More for you, more access for you, more access to Huskers, more access to stories, some new student athletes, more coaches, more of the folks from 1890, the administrators, more from Love Volleyball, more from the Lincoln Stars, more from the Salt Dogs, literally opening the door, more from the complex, more from all of our friends, sending love to Charles Phillips from Mary Ellen's, as we do today, from Chubbs from Soul Casino, Nick from Muchachos, the folks from L&K Grill who just take care of us, Tipsy Tina's who takes care of us, Marcy Haas from Sweet Things by Marcy. All of the friends and family of the station. Kevin Meyer from Meyer Cork and Bottle. All of our friends. Thank you. 2024 has been exceptional. I couldn't even dream that big.
The McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Sunday, Man City